Welcome, we have collected 5 of the most interesting events that took place on the 25th of February in history.
On February 25, 1573, the Ukrainian printer and publisher Ivan Fedorovich founded a printing house in the city of Lviv, which was then part of the Kingdom of Poland.
Fedorovich was a highly qualified master of printing. His establishment of a printing house in Lviv marked the beginning of book printing in Ukraine. Fedorovich's printing house produced a wide range of books in Ukrainian, Polish, and Latin languages.
The establishment of the printing house was a significant event in the history of Ukraine and played a decisive role in the development of literature and culture. The printing house also paved the way for the establishment of other printing houses in Ukraine, which contributed to the spread of knowledge and ideas in the Ukrainian region.
Today, Ivan Fedorovich is recognized as a national hero in Ukraine, and his merits in the printing industry are celebrated every year on September 30th as the Day of Ukrainian Printing.
On February 25, 1791, Congress approved the creation of the first Bank of the United States, granting it the status of a nationwide monopoly.
The bank was the brainchild of Alexander Hamilton, the first Secretary of the Treasury, who believed that a central banking system was necessary to establish the credit of the United States and stabilize its economy.
The creation of the bank was controversial and faced opposition from many, including Thomas Jefferson, who believed that it would only benefit the wealthy and large commercial interests. However, despite the opposition, Congress approved the idea of this bank, and it was signed into law by President George Washington.
The First Bank of the United States played a crucial role in stabilizing the nation's finances in its early years. However, its charter expired in 1811 and was not renewed due to opposition from President James Madison and others who believed the bank was unconstitutional.
On February 25, 1928, the Charles Jenkins Laboratory in Washington received the first television license.
A television license allowed Jenkins to broadcast visual images from his laboratory to homes in the Washington, D.C. area.
The first transmission was an image of the silhouette of a toy windmill, which was transmitted over a distance of about 10 miles. The picture was small and blurry, but it was a significant step forward in the development of television technology.
Jenkins continued to develop television technology, and in the early 30s founded the Jenkins Television Corporation. Jenkins' work played an important role in the development of modern television technology.
On February 25, 1940, the first ever television broadcast of a hockey match took place.
The game was between the Montreal Canadiens and the New York Rangers and was broadcast on W2XBS in New York. At the time, only a few hundred people had televisions, so the broadcast reached only a small audience.
The game was also broadcast on radio, which was the primary medium for sports broadcasting at the time. Despite the small audience, the event was seen as a significant step in the history of both hockey and television.
In the years that followed, broadcast technology rapidly improved, and by the end of the 1940s, televised sports had become much more common. This day was the first swallow in television broadcasts of sporting events around the world.
On the last day of the 20th Congress of the Communist Party of the Soviet Union, on February 25, 1956, the first secretary of the Central Committee of the CPSU, Nikita Khrushchev, delivered a secret speech that shocked the Soviet leadership and caused an outcry around the world.
In a speech titled On the Cult of Personality and Its Consequences, Khrushchev condemned the late Soviet leader Joseph Stalin for his brutal purges, human rights abuses, and cult of personality.
He accused Stalin of creating an atmosphere of fear and repression that poisoned Soviet society and led to countless innocent deaths.
This speech was a turning point in Soviet history, as it paved the way for reforms and a thaw in the harsh political and social atmosphere of the Stalinist era.
Thanks for watching. We are waiting for you in our next video. If you want to send, thank the authors and finance the development of the channel, there are links to several possible options for this in the description. Goodbye.